in 2019 I've got some amazing things planned. We're in a place here called Yelagonga. Gwyn and I have been in Perth for almost 2 years now, and it's been a great 2 years, wonderful 2 years. We're absolutely loving Australia. Yelagonga is one of the many parklands. Perth is covered in huge parklands, very big pieces of ground that have been set aside for walking your dog.
I'm Andrew St Pierre White. Join me as I share my passion for building four-wheel drive trucks and then travelling to the remotest parts of the world.
And I have managed in the past year to drive all the way across Australia twice, as well as a number of other places in Western Australia, including of course the Canning Stock route, and spent a little bit of time on the East Coast as well. And I'm very pleased with our choice. So 2019, in the month of March, I'm doing a 1 week trip from the city of Perth. What can you do in the outback in 1 week? Leaving on a Saturday, returning on a Sunday, coming up here via Kalgoorlie, Lenora, Laverton, and then hitting the Anbedell Highway. And not doing all of it, just doing some of it to the junction with the Connie Sue Highway. Then again doing about half, a bit more than half, maybe 2/3 of the Connie Sue Highway up to Warburton. Depending on the time that I have left, either hit the gun barrel, but I think the gun barrel itself is about 5 days, so I'm going to run out of time. Then I will take the Great Central Road all the way down and then back to my home in Perth. What can you do in 1 week? In April, I'm going to New Zealand for 2 weeks. Working with a company called Trekkers. They rent Land Rovers and Toyotas with camping equipment both North and South Islands of New Zealand. I've often said that the most photogenic country in the world is New Zealand, particularly the South Island. I went there once before in 2001.
We've finished at Wanaka and we're on our way north, and if there was no cloud you could actually see the highest point in New Zealand being Mount Cook, which is over there.
Then after that to North America. Now I'm going to be doing the first half of the Trans-America's Highway, starting from, actually I'm going to be based in Seattle, but I'm going to drive north of Seattle, go up through Canada and Alaska, turn around and then actually come back down. And then that particular part of the expedition ends actually in Texas, where I will deliver the vehicle. The vehicle I will be using is a Mitsubishi, almost got you, Mercedes-Benz Sprinter 4-wheel drive. I think of all the vehicles that it's an ideal overlander in the North America, it's the Mercedes 4-wheel drive Sprinter, because I mean even South America as well, because I'm not going to be driving off-road, I'm going to be driving on-road, and I'm going to be taking back roads, so I'm going to need 4-wheel drive and I'm going to need space. And the one that I'm getting is the short wheelbase, best one, but the high roof, which means I can stand up inside the vehicle without major modifications. But the vehicle I've been given has been very nicely set up in terms of its machinery, shock absorbers and things like that, but the interior is completely empty. And I'm going to be doing a build of the interior, and nobody's ever done it the way I'm going to do it. It is a completely fresh, new, never been done approach before of converting a vehicle like a van or building your own camper using the materials that I'm going to use. And unfortunately, this particular product that I'm going to base it on at this moment is only available in North America, which I'm sure half of you are really smiling at and the other half of you are not smiling at. Well, the tides are reversed really a bit now, because most of the time it's the guys in North America saying, oh, we can't get it here and you guys in Australia are so lucky. Well, the opposite is true. And that is something that I'm looking forward to enormously, because I don't know it's going to work, but I think it's not only going to work, it's going to be unbelievably good. So there you have it. That's my 2019. I hope I haven't bitten off more than I can chew. And then the second half of the Trans-Americas trip I'm planning to do 2020. Whether I will use the same vehicle or not depends on many things. So at this moment I haven't decided, and I will probably decide during that trip. I return to Australia. I would say it's probably going to be September, October, and then I commence with building my next overland truck. I may take that very truck to South America, or I may use the Sprinter. Within the next week or so, I'm releasing 2 videos about a vehicle build I did for a client in Germany. I basically took a Land Cruiser 76 wagon, a new one, and turned it into an overland touring tourer.
This is a Toyota Land Cruiser 76 series wagon, a 5-seat station wagon, and I'm going to convert it into a vehicle suitable for personal outback expedition and exploration. And as I do it, share with you the principles I use to choose each and every component of its build.
I really enjoyed making them, and I've been thinking to myself, what could I give back to my YouTube viewers, not just to the patrons, to everybody, that would be of something of real value. So what I'm going to do is, and I will announce it soon. Have a look at the description below to see if because when I put this up, I hopefully will be able to schedule it. But have a look in the description, and then also in the description of those videos when they come up, I'm going to do a live show, but I'm going to ask you to send me questions. Okay, so I'm going to narrow the questions down. Your build, whatever you're building, whatever you've built, whatever you're thinking about building, any questions at all relating to vehicle builds, anything. And I want to narrow it down to that. So I know a lot of you are dying to know what I'm going to be building. I don't want to talk about that. I'm not going to talk about that. I'd like to be able to answer your questions and actually get a nice little rapport going on a live show to help you guys out, and with any help that I can give on ways of building really great touring trucks. And again, not about off-roading and four-wheel driving. I'm talking touring. Okay, more, because that's my expertise. My expertise isn't rock crawling and things like that. That's not what I do. I'm talking about touring. I'll see you then. Thank you for watching.